Hello, everyone. It's JusBam.
What's happening, party people? My name is Khalil Ekulona. I am a host, media journalist, a hip-hop artist.
I think it does. Especially when you're up against, where we're talking back in the other room about the misogynist and the aggressiveness of women rappers right now. I come off soft.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. There's a lot. Let's give the female artists who've been out, let's say for the past 10 years, they're just due. Because if you look at it, they are the top artists in hip-hop. And they have been at least for 10 years. They're in the commercial level.
In the commercial ground,
They really are keeping it alive. But to me, it feels like a good number of them are keeping it alive, reciting similar themes or lyrics to that Two Live Crew tape.
I remember they was burning the albums,
they was
NWA albums, Snoop Dogg album, Ice Cube. They were burning them, and women were like, no, we're not going to accept this. And no, we're not, we're more than, they used to call them chicken heads. Mm-hmm. And what was the other one? It was hoochies and skeezers.
Uh-huh.
We were marching in the streets to stop that. Now, who you marching for if the girl is saying it?
Yeah.
How do you justify that it's wrong if the women are saying it? I just feel like I applaud the fact that we got to a point where we can be ourselves and stand our own ground and be sexy and powerful and have that. But I think we forgot that the whole point of that was so we didn't have to do all those other things.
Yeah.
I think they're just selling it too much.
So as an artist who's a grown woman, not a younger woman, who's a grown woman as an artist, that you just kind of intimated to it, there's a little bit of pressure for you to be taken seriously to take that route and approach. Yet you are not doing.
Do a live show. It reminds me why.
Talk to me about that.
And I literally saw people covering their children's ears and walking them out, and then I come on there with my family-friendly, let your light shine, use me up, think positive, you can do anything message. And then I walked off stage I did the wrong set. Dang, I don't know, maybe I messed myself up. But then when I went back in the audience, women came up to me and they were like, you know what, thank you. Because I was just telling my daughter that we can't come to any more of these shows.
Yeah.
And they were so appreciative that I gave them something that they didn't have to walk the kid out for.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I knew it was a family-friendly event. It was in downtown Nashville, it was not the club.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's when I do shows and people come up to me and they go, you know what, thank you. Because I actually liked your song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard the words.
I heard the words.
I appreciate you doing that. And that's what makes me not give up on it.
It was an Olympic-style twerking.
Right.
And everything going on up there. Okay, so as how do I want to say this? You went from thinking, man, I did the wrong set. I didn't conform. I didn't do what everyone else has done to conform in order to get attention. I'm not dancing and dressing like the rest of them.
Right.
I have done this thing on my own. Now, where the record exec may not be able to see that, the actual audience responded to you.
Right.
In a way with appreciation and whatnot. Does that give you more confidence to come out and do your own thing the way you want to do it?
It does. It does. I did the African Street Festival recently. And at the African Street Festival, if you curse one word, they turn you off. Mm-hmm. And I was on the side stage where the food courts and stuff were. And I was performing. I was doing my song, Use Me Up. And there was this little girl. And she was just jigging and dancing her little heart out. And her parents were just laughing and giggling with her. They didn't be like, oh, come here, girl. You can't dance like that. It was... Those moments is what makes me be like, oh, you're doing what you want to do. If I don't feel, and I always say this, if I can't go and play my song in front of my family and my friends, then it's not me. It's going to come across to my fans that, oh, you just trying to be like them. Because you don't even act like that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't twerk. You look crazy twerking. So why are you talking about stuff you don't do? You know?
Yeah.
And it goes back to my cousin and being a child of hip hop. You don't talk about things you don't do.
Yes.
So I would look silly up there talking about, oh yeah, give me your money and I'll do this, because I'm not. Everybody gonna be like, girl, come on now, we know you.
Yeah, get out of here with that.
You look silly. Why you got that on? You know?
Yeah. And that's the thing about being authentic. And it's like that authenticity in hip hop is real gray these days.
It's gray. You can't fake that. And I don't want to present myself in a way. I say this to gangster rappers and like the YNs. If you present yourself as someone with guns and violence and stuff, that's what's gonna come towards you.
That's what's coming. Yeah.
You know, I don't want to put that out there. I ain't no gangster, but don't push me. You know, but I feel like I want to listen to my music and go, oh, I like her.
Yeah.
I like
dope.
her.
She's
dope.
somebody I want to listen to.
Yeah,
I feel good, maybe even inspired listening to her stuff. So talk about being inspired. Let's talk about this album you're working on.
Man, I think now that the music is coming out, I'm getting chills about it. You know, because it's so different having a team of people who you ain't got to explain it to them. They know you don't curse. They know you're not about misogyny. They know you don't sell. You're not about a Birkin bag and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have to, oh, y'all don't do this. You know, they already know and respect that. And they let me, you know, whatever ideas I can come up with. It's like having like an opportunity where you can be like, you know, I always wanted to see if we could take this piece of this song and make it. And I could send that to somebody and they'll be like, okay, what you think about this? I'm like, oh, that's dope. You know, like one of the songs I'm working on it's going to be called Hey Listen. When they sent me the track, they had sampled me from some of my old songs off of Who I Am with the scratches in the mix. I didn't ask for that. But when they sent it to me, I was like, oh, that is dope.
Okay.
So that song, I was like, oh, you got to come with your best bars on this, Bam. You have got to be lyrical. I need you to be able to flip it. I need you to, you know, be in the pocket. So when I heard it, when it was done, I was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty damn good, you know? And it's been like that, everyone. Like, every time they send me something back, I'm like, ooh.
Who are the producers you're working with?
So Derek Harvin is our director of our production team, and he handles everyone. But there's Claude, I don't know what his last name up, but there's Claude, there's Franklin Schaff, and these are musicians too, and hip hop heads, you know. And the good thing about it is they went back and they listened to my music, they watched videos, they got a feel for my voice and my cadence and my bounce, you know, and stuff, and they challenged me. I love to be challenged. Like, don't just give me a 92 BPM.
Yeah.
Push me to 120. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I stay in this pocket, but let's go. Let's see what happens if I come out that pocket. You know, and that freedom, I think, is what's making this like a creative dream for me. Like, I could just think of things.
That's beautiful.
And they happen.
I'm excited about that you took the challenge on of doing at a faster BPM clip, because I'm all about like boom bap hip hop and everything, the 90s golden era, but I'm like, we danced a lot.
It's a lot.
It wasn't so much chilling 808. We had a lot of 808 in our stuff, but it was upbeat. We were dancing, and so because I like that, I'm like, yo, 110, 107, let's go.
Let's see, you know, and that's how, you know, that's not in my zone, but let's take me there, you know. Let me see what I come up with, and I've been coming back like, oh, this is, I got it, oh, you know.
Can you tell us the name of the album?
No.
Okay, that's a secret.
You know,
okay, so but what's the theme? Like, what do you want us to feel or have discovered after listening to the entire project?